Hey everyone, this is Pat signing in. I hope you guys are having an amazing week, an amazing month, an amazing year, an amazing life. I'm really excited to be doing this video as we're going to be talking about something that I feel is lacking for so many new business owners out there, whether you're an expert, coach, consultant, agency owner, whatever it is, especially on the online world. But I think this applies to everyone out there. Um, there's something that people are not getting, and it's getting in the way of them hitting their big goals, their big dreams. Right? Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to crush it. Everyone wants to have crazy impact. Everyone wants to get to that next level. However, when you look at these people, the actions they're taking, the stuff they're doing, it doesn't quite align with where they want to go. And I don't think it's not a knowledge problem. It's not a problem of not wanting it. I think everyone wants it. Everyone wants to make more money. Everyone wants to help more people. So it's something else. And I want to talk about this today because I feel that, like I said, the majority of people, they're doing this wrong, and it's actually preventing them from making it, from going to where they want to go. And it's not a system. It's not something you can just read on Google. Like it's not so complicated. What do you think is the biggest problem that gets in the way of people who want to grow a successful business? Is it a lack of strategy? Is it a lack of knowledge? Is it a mindset problem? What is it? Let me tell you this. When people join my boot camp, right, my consulting boot camp, um, the first thing they realize when they jump in is, and like I'm excited to tell you about, like, this is a little behind the scene. The first thing they tell me is like, holy shit, the level at which I've been operating before joining you, Pat, has nothing to do with what you're expecting of me. Has nothing to do, like, the speed or the velocity at which you are expecting me to go now that I've joined you is completely different than the velocity that I had for myself prior to working with you. Just that is a complete game changer for these people. When I started my consulting business, when I left the corporate world to start my business, the moment when things started working for me was when I cranked up the level at which I would show up, crank up the intensity, crank up the actions I was taking. Only then was I able to build some momentum, enough momentum so that I could kind of like break through and get my first client. Right? I think the biggest problem that most experts are facing right now, like experts that are on their own. So let's say you're a coach or consultant, and let's say you're not killing it right now. Let's be honest. You're not making the money you would like to make. The biggest problem, I think, is an anonymity. Most people out there are anonymous to their market, meaning people don't know you. They don't even know you can help them. Right? Have you ever felt like that? Like, if only people knew. If only people knew how I could help them. It would be so easy for me to get clients. I know I can help them. If only people knew. Well, that's the thing. They don't know. And it's funny how people put the blame on others. Like, if only people knew about me. Why don't they get it? Why aren't they finding my website? When the problem is with us. How am I at cause for people to not know about me? How am I a cause for being this obscure coach right now or consultant? How am I a cause for being anonymous? Right? That's the biggest problem. You can have your website, you can be on Facebook, you can make a post once in a while. Not enough people know about you. The right people don't know about you. And that's a problem. Right? It's not that you don't know how to help people. It's not that you have a shitty mindset. It's not that you don't have the knowledge, the know-how, the expertise. It's not that you're living in the wrong country. It's not that you're charging not enough, whatever. None of these things matter if no one knows about you. Now, to get known, to bring eyeballs on you and your offer, there's two routes you can go. Either you go with paid advertising. You dump money and you build like a system, right? Landing page, a VSL, a part where people can book a call, survey, right? You build a machine, you pump money into it, you bring some people in. Now, if you're not making already making that 10, 20K a month and you don't have the money yet, you don't have that resource, you don't have the money, does that mean that you're doomed to be this anonymous coach or consultant or expert forever? No. You don't even need money to break free from anonymity. You've got energy, you've got time. If you're just starting, and you probably have time because you don't. It's not like you've got 10 clients right now, right? You've got time. So you've got energy, you've got time, you've got creativity, you've got you. And this is where people get it wrong. They don't do enough to put themselves out there. They hold back. Oh, I don't want to put myself out there too much. I don't want to look needy. Oh, I don't want to send too many emails to my list. People will feel like I'm just pestering them and they will unsubscribe. Oh, someone sent me a note saying, hey man, like ease down. Ah, what's my family gonna think? Like I'm gonna look desperate. And that's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Because when you start, no one knows about you. That needs to be fixed. If you're gonna get clients, well, people need to first learn about who you are. And I've already talked about this, but I'm going to say it again. At any given time, most of the people in your market, they're not ready to purchase. It's not for today. So if you only show up once in a while, you show up to people that are not quite ready to buy today, but the day that they are ready to buy, if you haven't been consistently showing up and giving value and being in their face, top of mind, someone else will, and they will go with that someone else. And you will resent that someone else because you'll know that someone else is putting the effort. He's taking all the right actions. He's showing up more often than you, more powerfully than you, and you basically, this is what's going to be happening. You won't be signing these clients. You won't gain the momentum you would like to be gaining. You won't grow your business the way you would like to grow it. You won't have the impact you would like to have. You won't have the freedom you would like to have, just because you're not taking massive action. People join my program and I ask them to list everything that they do in their week, and they don't even do 10% of what they need to be doing, like activity wise. Like, yeah, I send an email like every two, like I tried sending a few emails out, or I tried reaching out to a few people on LinkedIn. I tried this, I tried that. I'm like, you haven't tried anything. Like, yeah, what do you mean, Pat? Like, I've tried so many things. You haven't tried anything. You haven't done enough of any of these things to get to a point where it's going to work for you. So like, you're on vacation right now. What do you mean, Pat? I'm like, no, man, I've been working for like 10 hours a day, like solid. No, man. I see your calendar. You've been sitting in front of your computer 10 hours a day. You've been doing just enough so that this feels like work, so that you can get off and get on with your life and feel just okay enough that you can actually tell your friends and family and your partner that you're working hard at this. But it's never going to work. We both know, like, you're not doing the work. And that's all there is. When I started, I had to crank up, like, I would try like putting a little bit of work. I thought it was a lot. I'm like, shit, like that's not enough. Then I would double my activity. That's not enough. Would double my activity. That's not enough. And I sucked at it. But eventually, you do so much of something that, if you do take that step back once in a while, and you do look at your stuff and you analyze what's going wrong and what's working, and you keep improving, and so you improve the quantity of what you're doing, the actions, but also the quality of your actions. There's no way you won't be successful. Eventually, something's going to give. You're going to be successful. Trust me. So if you want to break free from being this anonymous person, if you want to break free from feeling like shit, if you want to break free from looking at what the others are doing in the market, if you want to break free from procrastinating, if you want to break free from feeling like maybe this is not for you, if you want to break free from the fear of what's going to happen next month because I don't have enough money to pay for my bills, take massive action. What do you got to lose? Take massive action. Like, go all in. What do I mean by that? Well, if you send like I don't know, if you're sending one email a week to your small newsletter, a small email list, send one a day. They won't bite. If one a day. If you're going on social media and you're consuming 90% of the time and you're producing 10% of your time on social media, flip that script. Write three posts a day on social media, helpful posts. Be out there, be yourself, talk about your shit, bring people in. 3 messages a day. Everyone else is doing like 1 a day or 1 every 2 or 3 days. You do 3 a day. Everyone's sending 1 email a week. You do 1 a day. You want to do YouTube videos? Cool. Do 1 a day. Go crazy. Other people are starting conversations in the market. Like they're gonna like introduce themselves to 5 people a day. Go with 40. Go crazy. And don't procrastinate between tasks. Like just do it. Like do all of it. Right now, if you don't have any client or you just have 1 or 2 clients, you've got time to do this. Like even myself, at the level I'm at, I'm spending half of my days on client acquisition activities and putting myself out there and providing value. And actually, this is, I started a YouTube channel recently. If you've been watching my previous videos, starting today, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to do it once a day. And if you're in my email list, I'm going to send you an email a day, starting now. Right? I won't just say it. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And yeah, like some people will be like, who the fuck, like, who does he think he is? That's too much. Like, stop polluting my, yeah, okay, cool. You can go away. Because I know that for each person that says that, I'm going to have 2 people who say, man, like, keep him coming, Pat. Like, this is really helping me. And that's what I'm after. I want to have impact. I want to be a leader. So I can't just talk about it. So I'm going to show you. What else do I have here? I took some notes. Yeah. What's your goal? Your goal is probably to get to 10K or 15 or 20K per month as quickly as possible. Almost everyone I go on the phone with, I do these phone calls with people who are actually interested in joining my program. Whenever I ask them, like, in a year from now, where do you want to be? How much money you want to make? Everyone's like, oh, I want to make 10K. Well, if you want to make 10K, it won't happen by itself. And if, if what you're doing now would have worked, you would be there, or you would be very close to, like, you would be on your way there. It would feel like you are going there. So right now, if it doesn't feel like it, this is not so crazy, right? Massive action. And this is coming from Grant Cardone, right? He gave me that reminder. So I was in Paris for the last 10 days. I came back last night. And that's a book that I picked up, and I was reading that in the plane. And he's right. He's like, hey, like, if you want to be normal, take normal action, normal level of action. If you want to grow, if you want to build momentum and go places and get that freedom for yourself and your family and feel great about yourself, you got to do something unreasonable. You got to go where no one else wants to, where most people don't want to go. So be crazy. Stop looking at what others are doing and like start doing like every single day. It's Saturday right now. I sent out an email. I did a Facebook Live in my Facebook group. I coach my clients powerfully. I'm doing some calls with some potential clients. I've got 3 today. I'm doing this YouTube video. And like you would think, wow, like I'm gonna run out of juice. No. The more you do, the more you expand that energy, the more you feel energized, the better you feel because you put yourself out there. If you're like me, we want to lead, we want to help people. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. So it doesn't feel like work. I'm not looking to do a 9 to 5 outside of the corporate world. I left the corporate world. I left a 9 to 5 to build something for myself and for the people I'm helping. So if I'm sitting in front of a computer and I'm not really doing as much as I should, that makes me feel like shit. And probably if that's where you are, that's why you're feeling like shit. The moment my clients, they get on with my program and they do exactly what I tell them to do at the pace that I tell them to, they start feeling amazing. And them feeling amazing, then they'll come to me and say, Pat, I'm starting to feel something that's kind of cool. Like eventually they get their first clients. They're like, holy shit, Pat, I didn't think I had that in me. No, because I'm forcing them to go at a level they've never gone before. And they're discovering that they have strength that they never even thought they had. It's like you go to the gym and the coach pushes you and you're like, holy shit, I didn't even know I had muscles like on that part of my body. It's the same thing. Right now, like you're probably like, you're this wimp. You got to shape yourself up. You got to go to the gym. So what does a gym look like for your business? Well, maybe it's my consulting bootcamp. See what I did here? If you're not at 10K yet per month and you want to go there, you want to like get there quick, and you'd love to borrow the system of someone who's made it, and you don't have money to put on ads or you don't have time to and resources to to put on that, and you just want to get like the easiest way to where you are to that 10K a month, and that's going to be organically, and the cheapest way to, I can help you with that. Maybe if you fit what my program is about, yeah, maybe. So if that's the case, why not book a call with me, right? So right now for myself, I'm running at about 40 calls a month right now, 40 to 50 calls a month. And I'm still personally taking all these calls because I love it. That's one of the parts I love the most about my business, taking these calls. Won't always be the case, but like right now, if you're seeing this, probably that's still the case. So I'm going to leave a link at the bottom and you can book a call with me. And I'm gonna whip you into shape. I'll be like, hey, okay, let's talk about your business. Let's see where you're at. And if you do take me up on my offer, be honest with me, be transparent. I'm there, like I'm not there to laugh at anyone or call people names. I'm there to like in the mirror. I'm basically gonna hold a mirror in your face and be like, okay, this is it. Where do you want to go now? And let's fucking do it. So if that's the case, book a call with me, and whatever you do, go 10x. Like, get this book, by the way. If you haven't read it, it's really good. Grant Cardone, the 10x rule. Yeah, I like what he stands for. Honestly, it's so funny because I've been preaching some similar stuff, and never really even never read about it. I knew about him, but I've never read it, anything he wrote. So I think, this is going to be something I'm probably going to be sending my new clients now. Like, I'm going to send them a copy of the 10x rule. I'm going to be like, you know what? Like, week one, you got to read this like through and through, read all of it, and then you can start the program, because it's a pretty good intro to what we're about. So if you haven't gotten it, get it. And yeah, I wish you guys an amazing day, and fuck obscurity, right? You want to go more along the way of, like, what's the opposite of obscurity or anonymity? Uh, Omnipresence, I guess, right? You want to be omnipresent. And if you can't do that with ads, do it with your own creative juices, your own energy, your own time. Go where your clients are and be in their face. Give them value, challenge them, and like invite them to a call. Hone that, get better at it. It's way easier to get really good, for example, and I'm going to leave you with that. It's way easier to get good at crafting emails if you do one a day than if you do one a week, right? If you do one a day for a year versus one a week, you're gonna be crafting 7 times more emails, right? 7 days a week. If you do that, you're gonna get better much faster. If you get better much faster, what do you think is gonna happen? I'll leave you on that. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. One a day. Bye.